Well, a slap on the wrist and send them home. That has been the system U.S. law enforcement had to work with for juvenile smugglers from Mexico.
Channel 5's John Paul Barajas tells us that changed recently, but now law enforcement faces other challenges.
It's a cartel trick to use and exploit teenagers to smuggle drugs and people into the U.S., much to the frustration of U.S. law enforcement. They've gotten away with it to a large extent. Now the Cameron County District Attorney says the number of prosecutions has to increase. Minors from Mexico are being paid by Mexican cartels to do their dirty work. And if they get caught, no big deal.
Border Patrol was forced to do nothing more than catch them, document them, and release them that same day. And as a matter of fact, within a matter of hours, they would be released.
Due to their age, they escaped real punishment. Cameron County District Attorney Luis Saenz and Border Patrol teamed up to put a stop to that nearly a year ago.
So last year we prosecuted 30 of these juveniles, and again I'm talking about the hardcore juveniles. We're talking about the repeat offenders.
It's a start, but far from fixing the problem. The Mexican consulate told us they were brought 800 cases for juvenile smugglers last year. Less than 1% faced any jail time.
Go back to Mexico to Mexican immigration officers who then take them to a juvenile shelter, and from there they call their parents.
Fernando Valdez with the Mexican consulate agrees. More needs to be done.
It's important for authorities in both countries to keep an eye on juveniles and to try to set them straight.
Valdez doesn't think the juvenile smugglers should be charged as adults.
It's always our point of view that these shouldn't be considered criminals. They are juveniles.
The district attorney strongly disagrees.
They're a threat to our community. These are, we say they're juveniles, they're 13, 14, and 15, but their criminal sophistication is very troubling.
Even so, Saenz says it's difficult to prosecute. At the moment, they only have about 20 beds on a regular basis available to detain juveniles for Border Patrol. He hopes the federal government will provide them with more money. They need it so they can detain, prosecute, and put a stop to the cartel's exploitation of these minors. The Cameron County District Attorney says the problem is only going to get worse, but the days of catch and release are over. In the studio, John Paul Barajas, Channel 5 News at 10.